the debut of Saraya Paige, the formerly Paige from WWE, the wrestler formerly known as Paige from WWE. Major surprise. Now, I did see the report earlier that she was in talks, that she's been in talks to come to AEW since June. Well, actually, no, since, not June, July, since she got off of her WWE contract. And she did a very good job. Like, when she was asked in interviews if she was coming in, she was like, well, I love AEW, but I don't feel like going right now. I don't really feel like showing up. So it was a good way to put us off the trail, because honestly, I thought she was going back to WWE. When the new regime came about, when Triple H and Stephanie and Nick Khan took over, I was thinking, all right, so clearly Paige is going back, right? No. And keep this in mind. I need to say this too. So Paige said that she didn't want to come. She also said Mercedes and Naomi would go back to WWE. See, now I don't trust anything she says. Okay, you know what? I'm still of the opinion that Sasha and Naomi will return to WWE, but just saying, what if? What if? But yeah, man, that women's fatal four-way was actually pretty good. I thought Athena shined. Athena really looked good in that match. I think she outperformed everybody, actually. Her and Serena Deeb. Serena Deeb is so underrated as an in-ring performer. But I love what they're doing here. I love that they had the four heels, because Toni Storm does retain. She retains by rolling up Serena Deeb? Or was it Britt Baker? I think she pinned Britt. Right? Let me see. She pinned... Yeah, Britt Baker. Rolled up Britt Baker with a crucifix pin. So you already knew afterwards that they were going to beat the shit out of her. And the heels did that. They beat the piss out of the baby faces. So as it's happening, you're thinking, okay, well, someone's coming out, right? Then you hear the music. You hear the... It's like it starts off subtle. And then it builds up. And then you see Saraya. And at first you're like, no, oh my God. Paige walks out. The biggest pop that honestly, the biggest pop that any female wrestler has gotten so far in AEW. She shook the entire building when she walked out. Holy crap. As she should, because she's amazing. Man, what a moment. What an excellent moment. One of the biggest moments for AEW. And one of the biggest acquisitions. Huge signing. Huge signing. I don't want to hear people saying, well, what if she can't wrestle? Shut up. They wouldn't have signed her if she couldn't wrestle. Clearly, the reason why she's here is so she can wrestle. She couldn't do it in WWE. They wouldn't let her do it in WWE. I don't even think Triple H will let her wrestle. And I think that was the deciding factor. I think the deciding factor was the fact that she wanted to wrestle. AEW said yes. WWE, they're hesitant. For good reason, but they're hesitant. Paige wants to wrestle. So not only is she going to get a chance to wrestle, think about how she'll be able to elevate this division. Holy shit. She has already, by showing up, added so much star power to this division. It was sorely needed. I love Britt Baker. I love Thunder Rosa. I love Toni Storm. I love Athena. I love every female wrestler in that division. Period. Like, I don't think I hate anyone. Well, I don't love everyone either. There are some in there I'm just like... Regardless, I don't have an issue with anyone in this division. But no one in this division is on the level of Paige. It's on the level of Saraya, who had a movie done after her. A movie, if I'm not mistaken, directed or produced by The Rock, right? It was produced by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm saying, like, everyone sitting here arguing that she's not a star, you're out of your mind. Because when I think about the women's revolution, in terms of WWE, when I think about how we got here for female wrestling to be as big as it is, it started with Paige. It started with her. If there wasn't a Paige, we wouldn't have gotten a Charlotte Flair, a Sasha Banks, a Bayley, a Becky Lynch. All those women, they were able to do what they did because of Paige. Paige was the first NXT star to open people's eyes to, oh crap, females can wrestle. Females can be characters. And now here she is, years later, after they told her that she would never wrestle again. They looked her in her face and said, no, you will never step foot inside a ring again. And I told this story with Edge, and I told this story with Bryan Danielson. No wrestler wants to be told that they can never wrestle again. They want to retire on their terms. Now, here's the thing with Bryan Danielson and Edge. Edge is in his 40s, about to hit 50. So, he could have stayed retired and it would have been good. Probably for the best, too. Bryan Danielson is literally in his 40s. When he retired, he was pushing 40. So, he was right there at that point where he probably should have been retiring anyway. Still too young to retire, but still should have been retiring. Paige is in her 20s. She's in her 20s. Not her 30s. Not her 40s. She's in her goddamn 20s. Way too young to retire. They told this woman in her 20s she would never wrestle again. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. You can forget about that. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Here she is. And she's going to wrestle again. And the first opponent that you can argue it should be someone different. The first opponent she needs to fight is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And you do that match. You do that match. You have us pay for it. You do it right. Don't just throw it away on a random episode of Dynamite. Nah, don't do that. You make us pay for this match. You build into it with intrigue. You tell a story. And you make fans care about this division through Saraya. This is it. All this talk about the women's division sucking, here you go. Here is your golden goose, Saraya. Until you get Mercedes, which probably won't happen. I mean, like, real talk, the only person that would be bigger than Saraya is Mercedes. I don't think they're getting Mercedes. I think Sasha's going back to WWE. So this is it. Until they create someone bigger, you ain't getting a bigger acquisition than Saraya. This is it. You need to build your division around her. Everyone's saying she's 29. Wait, she's 30? Wait a minute, let me look this up. People are telling me she's 30 years old. Did she just turn 30 this year? Saraya Knight, age. Oh, that's her mom. Oops. Paige, WWE age. Because I swear she was 29. Oh, she just turned 30. She just turned 30 back in August. God damn it. Because I was like, I know she's like 28, 29. No, she just turned 30 back in August. All right. Okay. My point still stands. That's still too young. She's still too young to be retiring at 30? Yeah. That's still too young. I don't care what y'all say. You need to build your division around her. You build this women's division around this girl. You allow her to tell her story. You start off easy. Can she still do it? The story's right there for you. Can Paige still wrestle? Can she go back inside? Can she go in the ring again? Is she a one-hit wonder? Is her career over? Will she be able to even take a bump? Like, there's so much already given to you on a silver platter. I feel like if AEW can't make this work, and I mean this wholeheartedly, Tony Khan, if you screw up Saraya, if you manage to completely mishandle, botch Saraya boy, it's time to give up the books. It's time to really just give up booking shows. Because this is literally one of the biggest things you could have actually done this year. Huge signing. And I said months ago, I told people, man, they're going to pick up Cesaro. They're going to pick up Gargano. They're going to pick up Mercedes. They're going to pick up Joe. They're going to pick up Paige. Now, they didn't pick up Gargano. That was stupid as hell. That was dumb. Although, see, I don't even know what the story is with that. I'm pretty sure they reached out to him. But I think when Gargano saw that Triple H signed with Vince, when Triple H took over for Vince, not signed with Vince, took over for Vince, he was like, yeah, I'm going to go sign with Triple H. So, I don't know. I don't know what the story is. But I heard that they didn't even try him out. So, I would have signed him immediately. But that's just me. They didn't get Gargano. They got Joe. They got Claudio. I don't know about Mercedes. I think Sasha is going back to WWE. I still think that. But they got... Damn it, dude. They got Saraya. And I'm super excited to see what she does. I think she's going to be amazing. I think Saraya is going to be exactly what this division needs to go to the next level. Seriously. I just hope, first off, I hope she can really wrestle. I hope she's able to do it. I hope she can do it and stay healthy. I'm a bit worried. Just a little bit. There's a side of me that's like, man, if that first match goes wrong, that's not only gonna make AEW look bad, but that's just gonna once and for all cement that she should never wrestle again. That first match, they are taking a gamble. I'll say this, they are taking a gamble with that first match against Britt Baker. If that goes wrong, it's really gonna hurt AEW. And also, once and for all solidify, yeah, don't do this no more, Saraya. Don't do this no more. But, on the flip side of that coin, if they do this right, if Saraya does come back and has a return match against Britt Baker, like I said it should be no one else but Britt Baker, you do that match, you build into it, you tell the story right, you don't guide it no more, you can't wrestle no more. She comes back and has a knockdown, awesome goddamn match with Britt Baker. They tear the house down, she wins, and then you set her up to win that women's title? Bruh. Oh, that's gonna be it. That will be what makes people finally say this women's division is the premier women's division. WWE right now? Listen, I love Becky. I love Charlotte. I love the people there. Bianca. I loved Bayley. Like I said, Bayley already. I love Dakota Kai and Io Sky. But their division is non-existent. They have a few female wrestlers there that are good, but their division is awful. I'm sorry, WWE's women's division is not good. Can we at least agree on that? There's maybe a good 5 women in that division that's worth a damn. Ronda, Bayley, and then of course Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Bianca. And then you got Alexa and Asuka, but they're not hitting, man. They're lacking in character. Maybe over time they'll rebuild them and then they'll be great, right? But as of right now, it kind of sucks. But going forward, I think if AEW gets their act together and they really do invest in building this division, he might have to get help. I don't mind him calling in Maria Kanellis, Bennett, of course, or calling in someone else to help book the division, to get multiple storylines going. I do think we can finally see some intrigue, some interest brought back to this division. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Saraya. I really am. Seriously, I think this was easily one of the biggest acquisitions AEW has ever signed. And if done right, this will do them wonders. You need you needed a new face for that division. I love Britt Baker, but right now, there's only so much she can do. Here, it now raises the bar, and now everyone has to step up. I'm excited. I'm excited for Saraya.